up everyone? I'm your female otaku and I'm here to give you my first impressions on Kabukibu. For those of you who don't know, Kabukibu is the anime that I was most anticipating this season in regards to new anime projects, so no sequels. Okay, so Kabukibu was my most anticipated because we are learning about something traditionally Japanese, which is kabuki, a performing art. So, you know, in regards to theater. And I've heard of kabuki, but I never knew what it was. And so with this episode, we got to see what it was. We got to learn about poses, got to learn about the history, and I loved it. And it wasn't boring because it had the charm of the high school setting with cute boys and stuff, and I loved it. I know it's not gonna be for everyone. I know that for a fact. I know this isn't gonna be something that everyone will be talking about, but that's fine because this is what I wanted. And more. It exceeded my expectations because of this one thing. You see, normally when it comes to let's start a club type anime, this literally happens every single time, okay? Each and every single episode, up until like the halfway point, so maybe episode 6 or episode 12, depending on how many episodes. It's usually episode 6. But every episode is spent on recruiting one specific member to the club. But not with Kabukibu. In this episode, we got to meet each and every single one of the future members for Kabuki. Sure, not all of them accepted, but we did have one person who's going to join and 4 others that will eventually join. And we got to meet them, and I was so surprised. I was like, wow, this never happens. This is great. That's great pacing. Now we don't have to waste half of the series on recruiting members and just get straight into the kabuki performances. And I was really happy with this episode because we got to learn what kabuki is. You see, I've always heard about kabuki, but I never really knew what it was. I knew it was a performing art, so you know, theater, but I didn't really know specifically what it was. And so it involves a lot of makeup, and you have to enunciate on like all your words. Like you almost sound fake when you're speaking, honestly. Like instead of saying, I'm going to the store, it's like, I'm going to the store. Like, you know, it's very dramatic. We also got to learn some poses, some of the history of kabuki, and I was just really intrigued. This is exactly what I wanted and more. I love the characters already. I love the atmosphere. It reminds me a lot of Chihayafuru. So if you were expecting something along the lines of Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju or March Comes in Like a Lion, you're probably gonna be disappointed. Although those anime are great for learning about, you know, something traditionally Japanese, being a performing art or a sport, they still had, you know, some intense and symbolic dialogue and just a very great story behind it, while anime like this and Chihayafuru is something a little more playful, you know? And that's what this is. So if you want a playful slice of life anime while also getting something back in return by learning about Japanese culture, then start Kabukibu. I would like to continue reviewing this anime. I'm not too sure how many people would be interested in it, but we'll see how it goes. Unless these reviews bomb, I would like to continue to talk about Kabukibu because I know I'm gonna love this anime. I got everything that I wanted. I'm satisfied. So let me know, is this the type of anime for you? Are you interested in these sorts of anime where you learn something traditionally Japanese? Are you gonna put it on the back burner for a little bit? And catch me later as I review Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.